Hello there. It seems that 36 of you liked my previous videos enough to subscribe to our channel. And just to make this clear, by our, I don't mean me, my subconscious, and my inner goddess, but me and my friend Nikki, who started this channel with me. I know that in YouTube terms, 36 isn't, a lot, but for me personally it is, and I'm very grateful, so thank you very much for subscribing if you did. At the same time, I feel kind of obligated to keep making videos that will entertain you. I wasn't quite sure how to do that because obviously I finished reading the 50 Shades series and I didn't think I could find a book that I could make as much fun of, and I still don't think I can. Yeah, but then this happened last night.
What? No! No, no, no! Why?
But let me build up to that. At the time, I was reading a book called Chocolate Shoes and Wedding Blues by Trisha Ashley. I liked her Chocolate Wishes book, I think it was the first one. That was really cute, and I read this one. Let me try and give you a brief summary. It's about a woman in her 30s called Tansy, and after finding out that her boyfriend Justin cheated on her with her stepsister and they had a child together, she moves back to the north of England, somewhere in Lancashire, with her great aunt Nan, who was the woman who brought her up. Oh, by the way, I will give away the whole plot and the ending, so if you're reading it, stop watching now. About a third into the book, great aunt Nan dies of old age, and she left a recording for historical purposes, like a living history kind of thing, that Tansy listens to every day a little bit. And in the beginning, she mentions that there is going to be a huge secret revealed at the end, something really shocking, and Tansy's the only one to listen to it because it's really bad. Throughout the story, you kind of get hints that it might be that great aunt Nan is in fact not her great aunt, but her grandmother. She might have had an affair or something. Also, Tansy's ex-boyfriend becomes her new neighbor, and obviously they become friends and fall in love again. But still, even though a few things happen, most of the book it's just very relaxed, and it's about her opening a wedding shoe shop, and it's almost like a diary. Like, I got up and I opened the shop and I baked. She bakes a lot. This book really made me want to bake and eat cakes more than I normally do. And another side plot is Tansy's friend Bella, who had an affair with a married man, and a child resulted from that affair. But before he could get divorced from his wife, he died and left her a whole lot of gambling debts, and basically she cannot trust men ever again. Neither can Tansy, by the way, so they're both kind of, oh, we'll just be single for the rest of our lives, and which is sad for Tansy because she really wants a child. And then let me just mention that I am romantic at heart, and I do believe in the institution of marriage, but it really, 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 really annoys me when in books and films people just get married after 5 seconds of knowing each other. I mean, it already annoys me if they say I love you after 5 seconds, or I think, it's something that builds up, and you should know someone for a while before you get together, and then you should be together for a while before you propose, and then you should be engaged for a while and live together for a while before you get married. It's a process. So Bella doesn't trust men, but then there's this one guy, Neil, who's kind of nice and who's totally into her, so she starts dating him, and she had to move back in with her mother after the whole debt thing, and she hates it because her mother's crazy. So he offers her to move in with him, and of course it's way too soon, and she declines, and she's completely upset that he even dared ask. And then this guy, Neil, he goes to Tansy to talk to her about this, which is a sensible thing to do, talk to the best friend. And I thought that the problem was that it was just too soon, because they just started dating, which would make sense. But then Tansy says, if you do love Bella, I wondered why I didn't ask her to marry you, only to move in. And you weren't too specific about the terms either. He looked surprised. I would think so. I didn't think she felt like that about me, but I hoped if she moved in, she'd get fonder of me and things would go from there. I've been trying to sneak up on her. Then if you're serious, why don't you just tell her you love her and suggest you have a proper old-fashioned courtship, the sort where you have a long engagement, getting to know each other properly before you set a wedding date. It's a lot more romantic and likely to succeed than saying, how about moving in with me, love? Why? But anyway, that's just me. I know I overreact to these kinds of things, but I was already a little bit annoyed about the very old-fashioned values in this book. And then towards the end, Tansy and her ex-boyfriend, and now friends again neighbor, have like a fling, or one night of passion, or whatever you want to call it. They do it, and she becomes pregnant, which, you know, is what she's always wanted, so that's fine. And then she doesn't tell him right away, but again, they're not actually together yet. So when he finds out, she tells him, "I desperately want this baby, your baby," I confessed. "But don't worry, I know you don't love me, and I'm not expecting..." Evo took 2 quick steps and seized me in a rough embrace. "I do love you. Why on earth would you think I didn't? I've been torturing myself, thinking you'd never get over Justin." Blah 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 blah. This is not interesting. And then it's, but you know, I'm not turning the page, this is still the same page. He goes on, "It's more than time for both of us to put the past behind us and move on. And you're so precious to me. I don't want ever to let you out of my sight again. Let's get married." Sure. We're not even together, but let's get, I mean... And that's when that happened.
No!
I mean, can't they be together for a while before they get married? Sure, she's pregnant, but you know, this is the 21st century. And then, in the last chapter, she finds out that her ex-boyfriend Justin is in fact engaged to her stepsister, but not the one he had the baby with. It's weird, right? Oh yeah, and Great Aunt Nan's big secret, the one you've kind of been waiting for throughout the whole book. Turns out that she is not, in fact, Tansy's grandmother. She is her great aunt. And I'm thinking, what? What's the secret? So when she got to this part, of course I had to ring Emmy and tell her I was getting married. For however little it felt like it, she was my mother. So I decided to let sleeping dogs lie as regards Nan's revelations. And I'm thinking, what revelations? By the way, your mother is your mother. Wow. You know, that would be like Darth Vader saying to Luke, "Luke, I am Darth Vader." Duh, we always knew you were. Right, so this is the kind of stuff that I can offer you video-wise. Just massive rants about what annoys me about books, or possibly films. Watch a lot of those. Actually, what would be really helpful is if you could leave a comment telling me what kind of videos you would be expecting to see here. You know, do you only want to watch book reviews, or would you watch anything that's potentially entertaining? If you could let me know, that would be nice. So, thanks!